Hey y'all, it is March the 8th, 2018, and y'all, it's loud as hell around here. Birds chirping, all sort of machinery going on. I hope it's not a bother, but I had to shoot this video and talk with y'all about something. I'll tell you a little story. I heard last night from a lady who I know, a very special lady. She was telling me that someone from out of Big Spring that she has seen a lot come through. You know, the thing is about Big Spring is you're gonna see people a lot, the same people over and over. She said that, you know, news is he got caught up for murder. He got arrested for murder within Big Spring. And I asked her to send me a link, but, you know, she's like, oh, she couldn't find it and stuff, and I was kind of tired. And so I went to sleep, and I didn't really think much about it. A lot of people understand, and I tell a lot of people, you know, death is something that's common. It's pretty common over in Big Spring. A lot of people are very aware of death over in Big Spring. I certainly have a lot of stories to tell. But anyways, I woke up this morning and I was kind of curious. So I went ahead and I Googled it. And the thing is, I should have probably just Googled it, because all you had to do is type in murder in Big Spring and it'll pop right up. It's the first thing, because it's the news. So if you type in murder in Big Spring, you'll find out exactly who I'm talking about. And mind you, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, so we don't know exactly. But the thing is, they're charging this man with first-degree murder. So obviously they have a reason to believe that they got their guy. And what I want to explain for y'all is, first of all, I met this guy before one time. It was through a friend of a friend, actually, and I actually hung out at this dude's house one time for about an hour and stuff, and he seemed nice enough, to be honest with you. But anyways, so they got him for the first-degree murder, and what I gotta explain is it was a murder that took place in 2015. All right, so I want us to dwell upon that for a little while. All right, I don't know all the details, and like I said, innocent until proven guilty, technically, but they are charging him with not manslaughter or anything else, not like second-degree murder, first-degree murder. Like premeditated, with malice. You meant to do it. You were meaning to do it. Is what they're charging him with. And like I said, 3 years later, how it came about, I couldn't tell you. How it's gonna all end up, I couldn't tell you. But I wanted to dwell upon that. Dwell upon that right quick, and think about justice. Think about justice in America. Think about our legal system in America and how some people expect justice from it. I don't know how they can still expect justice from it. If this guy is guilty of first-degree murder and stuff, how come it took 3 years to figure that out? And you can read about it. And the story goes that, you know, the guy, he claimed that his friend accidentally shot himself in the chest, I guess while sitting in the car. All right. And so he called it in, and he called the police or he called whoever and said, hey, look, guy shot himself in the chest on accident. I want to come pick him up. The guy was dead by the time they got there. So now they have reason to believe that it was actually this guy, and it's 3 years later. Right? Took 3 years to figure that out. I don't know how they figured it out. I don't know if they got an informant or something like that, but they figured it out 3 years later. All right, so while we're thinking about that, I want us to think about how many police we see on the road. On the road, trying to keep us safe. How? By writing us tickets, all sort of tickets, pay them some money. That's how. Meanwhile, statistically, if you really take a look at it, ain't nothing safe about that. In fact, it's less safe, to be honest with you, because all sort of people are scared to go out on the road. All right, they're very nervous and stuff. Might get picked up by the police. All right, it's very common. Meanwhile, we can't expect no kind of justice. I mean, even if people get arrested, wow, it's years later, dude. I mean, there is not the personnel to keep up with all these murders and things like this, especially in places like Chicago. Of course, you're not going to keep up with the murders. What I mean to say is, we as people allow the police to be all over the road, constantly harassing us, constantly giving us tickets, this and that and the other. Why? The excuse is because they keep us safe. No, they do not. Not in any sort of way. The road is the most dangerous place you'll ever be in your life. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. All the police is going to come do is watch your flattened, screwed over body lying there in the road and call somebody else come pick you up. That's all the police. If that's keeping you safe, well then God bless you. I don't know what to tell you. All right, but like I said, the whole system is absolutely filled to the brim with retardation. To be honest with you, and we pay our taxes to these people. You know, if we had any sort of sense, we would abolish all the police in the road and realize that the road is a very dangerous place and the police can't save you from not a damn thing on the road. And stop paying their stop paying their salary. Instead of hiring so many police to be on the road, why don't we take our tax dollars and buy more murder detectives? There's a lot of murders going on. There's a lot of murders, right? So, I mean, amongst other things, we might as well hire police to do that and stuff. That would actually make a little bit of sense, right? Meanwhile, we're balls deep up in the tribulation and the police ain't making no kind of sense. I mean, just for example, Gavin Siam just the other day, before we get out of here, he covered a story about a man in Kentucky who got shot down by the police. It was an unarmed man. An unarmed man got shot down by the police over there in Kentucky. All right? The reason you ain't heard about it is because that dude had white skin, all right? Tell me if any of this makes sense to you, all right? It's 2018, March the 8th, and I'll holler at y'all a little bit later.